Okay, I don't know exactly how you pronounce your name.
It's Piotr Wyrzykowski.
Okay, Piotr. And okay, Piotr, you are an artist working with mobile technology and geolocation. You are living in Gdańsk in Poland, and you recently created the mobile app called Regional Defense System. And can you explain your project?
Yeah, sure. It's a it's a design. It's a test. It's an application designed as a test to practice behavior of a citizen during a wartime, in a way. Of course, it's a simulation, but the idea was it came. I was invited to take part in the exhibition called what was the name? The Baltic House Lab here in Gdańsk, and I mean, the main idea was a Baltic region cooperation in between Baltic countries. But for me, was more interested to think about our new geopolitical situation that especially Gdańsk as a region, but also Poland and all the Baltic countries are right now because of the very aggressive politic of Russia. So my interest was, is there any new military or defense strategy for the Polish society, for the Polish country, coming because of this new situation? That was my most important question. I have actually even sent an official letters to the official institutions asking about that. I did have one official meeting, so I was not ignored. What's actually quite nice, because I thought, okay, and the idea of a location based application was a simple test, as I told you. So a user starting an application have 5 minutes to get to the shelter. Of course, the shelter is a virtual place marked on the map, but actually it's marked in the place where a real shelter is in the old town, in the old part of the Gdańsk town. So it's both, it's virtual and a real shelter which could be used. Okay, anyway, so a user has 5 minutes to get there, but on his way, he's on his way he has a different task that he has to fulfill before being let in to get to the shelter. He has to share the information with other citizens. He has to get some supplies like water, gas mask, radio, like all these very simple um, things, or I mean, he has to organize himself and on the way he's actually learning all those,
The process.
process. So
All right.
basically that's the main idea.
And you are using the GPS data for your artwork. What does geolocation mean for your art in the field of activist art?
Yes, for me it's what's most probably important. It's a possibility to place in a public space another meanings. So to somehow to change completely the context, the meaning of the particular public space by placing my own meanings, my own uh, um, medias. Yes, different medias, because that could be words, that could be sounds, that could be videos, that could be some tasks. But what's most important, that it's you don't need, you don't have to ask anybody for the permission. You don't need any art institution actually to take part in it. I found it very powerful tool for artists to to place their own meanings, their own subjects, without mm, any institutional support. Of
or
course,
control also.
or yeah, what's more, yeah, well, probably it's more important actually controlled. Yes. So this is, for me, this is the most actually important and the most interesting thing to use this geolocation technology. It's like it was all the time for me very important to go out of the gallery, not to be to free the piece of art, not to be closed in a white box, white cube. So this technology also actually gives this possibility, yeah, to place the work of art really close to the user with, and he can has he can interact it directly with his mobile phone.
Do you believe that people have a real understanding of the territory at a geopolitical level thanks to the GPS and the mobile technology?
Well, I mean, probably for some for some people, yes. I mean, of course, like this Street View by Google, all those things, they give us, or they give us a chance to take a look how an Earth look on a different part of the Earth. But of course, this is just mm, one one layer. It doesn't show us what actually is happening there. Yeah, what kind of people are living there? What are the problems? Are they poor? Are they rich? What's what's this? What's the political situation there? So I think actually using those tools, uh, artist has a chance to transform, to somehow to show. That will be a really interesting project, I think, to somehow connect completely opposite points on the earth, that you will be able to see in that moment how what's actually happening there, in a way, but in your own environment. Not like in old times, just watching a TV box sitting in your room. But what's also important, coming back to the second question, that the information, the context, the subject that you are placing by geolocation media are are, are readable in uh, in a public space, in an in your own city, yes, in the open environment. And this is very important, that it's changed completely the way that you understand the information that you are getting. And that's what I am saying. If it's, for example, a project that walking your own city, you can somehow be transformed to another city, that could be a very interesting. So I think it's only, somehow I think it's only the beginning of the story. It's
You started to make the situation in the real place, the city of Gdansk in Poland, but you could probably expand this experience in other cities in all over the world. Or what do you think
yes,
about
yes,
this?
that's possible, of course. But mm, this particular project is it's very it has this special context of Kaliningrad region of this little Russia island, which is very close to Gdańsk, and that's why it was important actually to make it kind of local. If I would, if I'm thinking about doing a version worldwide, but then I will have to change the meanings. I will have to make it more universal, because in this particular subject, this is very local because of the geographic position, yeah, of Gdańsk.
Okay, you have been you are the first one. You have created your artwork with the new framework Motive. And online framework mixing online editing and the Unity game engine for the creation of locative storytellings. You can tell us your experience with this framework and how you feel the future of such a creative environment for artists and activists.
Yeah, I think it's really great. I was actually looking for this kind of a tool for I don't know, last 4 or 3 years, definitely. Me as a visual artist, finishing classical, in a way, Academy of Fine Art, without any background of a developer or a programmer, working with the mobile technologies, you have to cooperate with developers. Yeah, you have to cooperate with programmers. And to be honest, I don't have a really great experience. You have to make lots of, you have to suffer, you have to make it very simple. So I was really looking for a long time for a tool that I will be able, as an artist, to make it with my own hands in a way. And to finish when I decide that it's finished and I'm satisfied. Yeah, I'm not. It's well, like drawing, like painting, like making a sculpture or installation. Yes, it's in your hands, in your responsibility. Yes, and yeah, and definitely Motive gives this opportunity. It's not so easy, anyway, but I have to say that for me it was a really interesting experience, especially also on kind of a mental or level, intellectual level, because working on a application, well, it's maybe, oh no, somebody else has to tell how it works because it's not you're not programming. Yeah, you're not using a language. You are using those bricks, let's call it. Yeah, like you. But anyway, you have to think as like a programmer. So on this level, that was a very interesting experience. Like to create your own structure, your own logic. Especially that you are creating this logic, this structure, which is gonna be happening in a public space, on the street. And yeah, thank you to Motive, to guys from Motive. Thank you for Ryan, who was very helpful, really great guy. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to how they're gonna develop it and thinking about new projects. I really want to work with this, and I think actually that it's a great tool for education for all academies of art. Yeah, I'm starting to think that it's definitely a great opportunity for all the people who would like to to use the mobile technology in art or in activist kind of political oriented activity.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Piotr, for this small talk
Thank you,
with
Fred.
you.
Also, I actually you are a big. I have to tell you big thank you, because if not your GPS museum, I will never actually get into the motive site.
It's my pleasure. It's my
Yeah,
pleasure.
just because of the code runner that you have mentioned, and I start to look who are those guys, what are they doing, and that's the way I actually found the site of Motif. So it's really it's really good job. What are you doing?
Great. We are waiting for your next project to put it on the GPS museum database, of course.
Mhm.
All right.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you too, and
Let's continue.
yeah.